The sun peeked over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of apricot and rose. Molly, a golden retriever with fur the color of sunshine, stretched luxuriously. Her tail thumped a happy rhythm against the soft rug beside her human Lily's bed. The aroma of freshly baked blueberry muffins drifted up from the kitchen, a promise of a wonderful day. Molly loved mornings. They were filled with the promise of adventure, cuddles, and maybe, just maybe, a sneaky bite of Lily's breakfast. Today felt particularly special, a tingle of excitement buzzing in her furry paws. Little did she know, this morning held more than just muffins and playtime. It held a secret, waiting to be discovered. After a delightful breakfast of mostly dog biscuits and a few stolen blueberries, Molly and Lily headed to the park. The air was crisp and clean, filled with the sweet scent of blooming roses. As they played fetch, a peculiar sight caught Molly's attention. High above, shimmering lights danced in the sky, unlike anything she had ever seen. They weren't airplanes, and they certainly weren't birds. These lights pulsed with an otherworldly glow, casting an ethereal shimmer over the park. Lily, too, noticed them, her eyes wide with wonder. "What are those, Molly?" she asked, her voice hushed with awe. Molly whined softly, a feeling of unease settling in her usually cheerful heart. Something about those lights just didn't feel right. That evening, as Lily read Molly her favorite bedtime story, a strange, muffled sound drifted in through the window. It was a soft whirring noise, like tiny propellers spinning in the distance. Molly perked up her ears, her head cocked to one side. The sound grew louder, then quieter, as if something was moving closer, then farther away. Lily paused in her reading, a puzzled expression on her face. "Did you hear that, Molly?" she whispered. Molly nudged Lily's hand with her wet nose, urging her to investigate. Together, they tiptoed to the window and peered out into the darkness. Peeking out the window, they saw them. Tiny, shimmering figures floated amongst the flowers in the garden. They were no bigger than Lily's dolls, and they glowed with the same ethereal light as the objects in the sky. They had large, curious eyes, and wore what looked like suits made of stardust. One of them was holding a small device that emitted the whirring sound. They were pointing the devices at the flowers, and the flowers seemed to be shrinking. Lily gasped softly, and Molly let out a low growl. These weren't friendly visitors, they were up to no good. Molly felt a surge of protectiveness for Lily in her garden. The next morning, the town felt different. The vibrant colors seemed duller, the laughter of children softer, and even the birdsong seemed less cheerful. Molly noticed that Lily wasn't as enthusiastic as usual. Her drawings lacked their usual sparkle, and she wasn't singing along to her favorite songs. Then it dawned on Molly, the aliens weren't just shrinking flowers. They were stealing the joy, they were sucking the happiness out of everything around them, leaving behind a gray, lifeless world. Molly knew she had to do something, and fast. Molly trotted over to Lily, nudging her hand with her nose. She barked encouragingly, then ran to the garden, looking back at Lily as if to say, "Come on." Lily, though still a little down, understood. She followed Molly to the garden where they surveyed the situation. The tiny aliens were still there, diligently sucking the joy out of the remaining flowers. Molly barked again, then pointedly licked Lily's cheek, leaving a big, wet, slobbery mark. Lily giggled, a genuine happy giggle. An idea sparked in Molly's furry brain. Maybe, just maybe, she could use her own brand of joy to fight back. Molly knew she needed to be strategic. She couldn't just attack the aliens, they were too small and fast. Instead, she decided to unleash her full arsenal of joy. She started by doing her silliest dance, a wobbly-legged jig that always made Lily laugh. Then she brought Lily her favorite squeaky toy and started playing a boisterous game of fetch, her tail wagging so hard it looked like it might fly off. Lily, caught up in Molly's infectious enthusiasm, started laughing again, her eyes sparkling with happiness. The joy radiating from Lily and Molly seemed to ripple outwards, pushing back the gray gloom that had settled over the garden. The Stardust aliens seemed confused. Their little joy-sucking devices sputtered and flickered. The more Molly and Lily laughed and played, the weaker the aliens' devices became. One by one, the aliens began to malfunction, their stardust suits losing their shimmer. The shrunken flowers began to unfurl, their colors returning with a burst of vibrancy. The air filled with the sweet scent of roses and the joyful sound of birdsong. Molly realized that joy was a powerful force, stronger than any alien technology. Seeing their mission failing, the Stardust aliens gathered together and scurried back to their shimmering ships. The lights in the sky flickered once more, then vanished completely, leaving behind only the clear, star-studded night. The town began to return to normal, the colors becoming brighter, the laughter louder, and the birdsong more cheerful. Lily hugged Molly tightly, her face beaming with gratitude. "You saved the day, Molly," she exclaimed. Molly licked Lily's face in response, her tail wagging triumphantly. That night, Molly slept soundly, curled up at the foot of Lily's bed. She dreamt of chasing squirrels in fields of endless flowers and playing fetch with giant stardust-covered tennis balls. In the morning, Lily surprised Molly with a special treat, a brand new, extra squeaky toy. Molly wagged her tail and barked her thanks, knowing that even though she was a hero, she was also just a very, very loved dog. And that, she thought, was the best reward of all. From that day on, Molly made it her mission to spread joy wherever she went. She greeted everyone with a wagging tail and a wet nose, played fetch with the children in the park, and even shared her squeaky toys with the grumpy old cat next door. Though the cat never admitted to enjoying it, she knew that even the smallest act of kindness could make a big difference, and that as long as there was joy in the world, even Stardust aliens couldn't steal it. And so, Molly, the golden retriever who saved her town from the Stardust sprinklers, continued to live a long and happy life, filled with love, laughter, and endless adventures. She proved that even the smallest hero with the biggest heart can make the world a brighter place. And who knows, maybe one day the Stardust aliens will return. But Molly will be ready, her tail wagging, her heart full of joy, ready to defend her town, one squeaky toy and slobbery kiss at a time. The end, for now.